Hey, good morning. It's your boy, brother Jose, coming at you. I said I was gonna do a review video, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that again. So let me go ahead, play my theme song, and then we'll get into what I want to get into. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I don't know why it's playing that. This is my theme song here. So I'm gonna play it. Come in.
You can't beat Kemet, you can't defeat Kemet. Put you on a monument and temple wall. Play with Kemet and you're gone fall. Like the sunrise over Karnak, we stand tall. Like the sunrise over Karnak, we stand tall. Like or not, they bad like. The history is there for all to see. Deep in the library of Solomonic TV. If you want me knowledge, turn on Solomonic TV. Hieroglyphs carved in the granite stone. Pharaoh spirit sitting on the golden throne. You can't beat Kemet, you can't defeat Kemet. Put you on a monument and temple wall. Play with Kemet and you're gone fall. Look into the past and see the future bright. Knowledge is the power, knowledge is the light. Solomonic TV, bringing truth to sight. Like or not, they bad like. The history is there for all to see. Deep in the library of Solomonic TV. If you want me knowledge, turn on Solomonic TV. Solomonic TV, knowledge is the key. Solomonic TV. Turn it on and see Solomonic TV.
Yeah, man. I was gonna do a review video today, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I really want to go that route. I don't know if I really want to do that. Bro, I don't even know this. I don't even know if I want to do that this morning, man. I don't know. I was gonna do that, but at the end of the day, it's always my time to do that kind of review video. I don't know. I I just don't think I want to make that a habit of doing those kind of review videos. What I think I need to do is talk about Madame Blavatsky and all these individuals and show how that has nothing to do with the people of ancient Kemet. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Because these guys get up here and they talk and they talk and they talk. But what text have they ever shown? They have no text to show and they're just running their mouth. So I think at some point I really want to do a review video. But see, Ankh is in the process of doing one now. So I don't know if I should go ahead and do one on that particular video. So I don't know. Boy, people into a coma. So let's see what we're gonna do today. Let me share my screen. Bring up some of these texts here. See which one we're actually going to talk about today. Because let me see which one I'm actually going to talk about today. Wow. Why is everything flip upside down, bro? Literally, that's crazy. One of these I had. Shucks, man. I don't even know, yes? Let's go with this. This is the Papyrus of Ani. So let's go with this and see. This is this is what they call it, the 42 negative confessions. Right. So it starts here. They actually call this the Declaration of Innocence before the gods of the tribunal. A white strider who comes forth from Heliopolis, I have not done wrong. O fire embracer who came forth from Keraha, I have not robbed. O nosy who came forth from Hermopolis, I have not stolen. O swallow of shadows who came forth from Kernan, I have not slain people. O terrible of face who came forth from Resedut, I have not destroyed the food offerings. O double lion who came forth from the sky, I have not reduced measures. O he whose eyes are in flames, who came forth from Asyut, I have not stolen the Netcher's property. So I don't know if you guys could see this or not. Let me know if you could see it, if I need to make it bigger or not. I need to make it bigger for me because I'm having trouble seeing it. O double lion who came forth from the sky, I have not reduced measures. O he whose eyes are in flames, who came forth from Asyut, I have not stolen the Netcher's property. O burning one who came forth backwards, I have not told lies. O breaker of bones who came forth from Heracleopolis, I have not stolen food. O order of flame who came forth from Memphis, I was not sullen. O he of the cavern who came forth from the west, I have not fornicated with the fornicator. O he whose face is behind him, who came forth from his hole, I have not caused anyone to weep. O anointed one who came forth from the chapel, I have not disassembled. O hot legs who came forth at twilight, I have not transgressed. O he who is blood who came forth from the place of slaughter, I have not done grain profiteering. So here's the part where I'm going to take a little break in between, play you another one of my creations, and then we'll get back into it. Because I think I need to stop looking to go on other people's platforms, like I'm begging them for something, and stay my ass on my own platform. That's what I need to do. Oh, fuck.
I am an ice smiter, a wrong writer. Much I don't try, I no lie. In Intellectual, intellectual drive-by. Take your left eye, leave you with one, my guy. I am an ice mighter. I am a wrong writer. But I don't try me. I am an ice mighter. Like Arab invader, when them came in, there was no saving, no saving, only the dust rising. Beta backed by the real blacks, holding the line while the world is dividing. I am an ice mighter. I am a wrong writer. But I don't try me. I am an ice mighter. Machai. I no lie. Better back by the real blacks. Better back.
Just a little musical interlude for your boy. So let's get back to actually reading the text. Here we go. All right. Oh, he whose face is behind him who came forth from his hole, I have not caused anyone to eat. O anointed one who came forth from the chapel, I have not disassembled. O hot legs who came forth at twilight, I have not transgressed. O he who was blood who came forth from the place of slaughter, I have not done grain profiteering. O eater of entrails who came forth from the council of 30, I have not robbed a parcel of land. O Lord of truth who came forth from the hall of two truths, I have not discussed secrets. O strayer who came forth from Bubastis, I have brought no lawsuits. O planter who came forth from Hidapolis, I have not disputed at all about property. A doubly evil one who came forth from the Busarak, no, I have not had intercourse with a married woman. O Wameti serpent who came forth from the place of execution, I have not had intercourse with a married woman. O he who sees what he has brought who came forth from the house of men, I have not wronged copulating. But these are the texts here that they translated, just so you know. O he who is over the great ones who came forth from question mark, I have not struck terror. O demolisher who came forth from another question mark, I have not transgressed. O proclaimer of speech who came forth from Worriet, I have not been hot. Tempered in parentheses. O youth who came from the double scepter, no, I have not been neglectful of truthful words. O dark one who came forth from darkness, I have not cursed. O he who brings his offering, who comes forth from Asiat, I have not been violent. O proclaimer of voice who came forth from Venice, I have not confounded truth. O possessor of faces who came forth from Nebjetfet, I have not been impatient. O captain who came forth from Watan, I have not discussed. O possessor of two horns who came forth from Asiat, I have not been garrulous about it. I don't know how to get that. O Nefertim who came forth from Menepher, I have not done wrong. I have not done evil. O he who does not allow survivors who came forth from Osiris, I have not disputed. O he who acts as he wishes who came forth from whatever that is, I have not waded in water. O Ihi who came forth from the primordial waters, my voice was not loud. O he who prospers the common people who came forth from, I have not cursed. Anacha. O uniter of attributes who came forth from the cavern, I have not made extraordinary. O uniter of good who came forth from the cavern, I have not harmed the bread ration of the nature. O upraise of head who came forth from the shrine, I have not stolen the canaf cakes from the blessed. O he who brings his portion who came forth from the hall of two truths, I have not stolen the henef cakes of youth, nor have I fettered the gods of might. O he who brightens the land who comes forth from, that can't be right, fine. I have not slain sacred cattle. All right. So it says, note, the remainder of this chapter is found in the Theban Recension. So now we're going on to, all right, so now we're going on to something else. I guess we could call that the deification of the members, right? So I'm 15 minutes into this thing. So I need to get my views up. Let me stop here. Let me unshare this. Let me go back and share. Go here. Share. Go back. Let me play some of my top rated ones here. Wow, this got 205 views. So let me play this one for you guys and you guys tell me what you think.
The gold in the house of gems was a whisper, the sable stallions a blur in the desert heat. All the copper chest and ivory chairs of the two lands could have been tethered to the young prince's name. Yet, from the silt of his first steps in the royal palace, came was walk past the mirrors and the perfumed oils. He saw the legacy, not in the living breath, but in the ink that dried 1,000 harvests ago. A we was his compass, and the past his only bride. So he sat in the house of books by the blue river's edge, where the dust of the great kings coated his fingers. The pharaoh, his father, nodded from the golden throne and summoned those who kept the secrets of Amun. They brought the leather rolls and the heavy copper chets, revealing all the words the sages had hidden in the dark. No festival could hold him, no hunt could catch his eye. Only the ink, only the history, only the wisdom of the old ones. Hark! Let the drums speak of the stones that do not sleep. He traded the garden walls for the temple gates of the south. A prince with a chisel, a seeker in the sanctuary halls. Hark! Let the strings weep for the names that must not fade. From monument to inscription, God. To protect the past is the highest prayer a man can give. He found his crown in the cracks of the stone. He found his legacy in keeping the light of the first days burning. The secrets of every sanctuary. Came was walks in the halls of
People, man, just playing some of my AI music to break up the monotony. I think I'm gonna review this HOK video in a minute. I'm actually gonna do it. So I think I'm gonna send out the link to a couple of people. I'm definitely gonna send out the link to a couple of people to see how many I can get in here. I'm definitely gonna send out the link. So this is put some respect on the disrespect, right? So
settled on the glass, shadow stretching long. Two truths in the yard, singing different songs. The air got thick as syrup, hard to breathe the truth. Got thick as syrup, hard to breathe the truth. Spent too many seasons burning up our youth. I'm waving a flag that ain't white, it's just clear. I'm waving a flag that ain't white, it's just clear. No heavy armor here, just the weight of the year. Stepped outside the ego, left the pride on the floor. Tired of the cold and sliding under the door. Put some respect on the disrespect. All I am trying to do is connect. Let's have a combo. Put some respect on the disrespect. Put some respect on the disrespect. The words are getting dusty, the static's in the wire. Trying to keep the heat without starting a fire. Walking through the garden, looking at the thorns. Waiting for the light of the coming of the morns. Waiting for the light of the coming of the morn. You said what you said and I heard the sound. Now I'm standing here with my feet on the ground. Now I'm standing here with my feet on the ground. Check the mirror, check the motives at the gate. Too much life to lose on the weight of the hate. Put some respect on the disrespect. All I am trying to do is connect. Let's have a combo. Put some respect on the disrespect. Put some respect on the disrespect. Just talk, that's all, that's all. Peace in the silence. Yeah, peace in the silence.
I sent the link out to a couple of people, so let's see if anybody has any time to respond. So, okay. That is that. Before I go into that, let me read some more text. But I don't. So let's see. Let's see if I can go an hour this time, right? So this starts to go into something different, right? This, I would think you probably call this, I guess you probably call this something like the deification of the members, right? I would want to think that this is what I would call this, right? So, they say, the first one says, my hair is new, right? So, this would be this would be the word for hair. This would be wasir. This would be wasir Anui, right? So this would be the deceased name. And he proclaimed that his hair is like newt. My face, I think that my face is like Amu. But Ra, see there. My Editi, my eyes, right? That's the word for eyes, Editi, if I'm saying it right. I like hetero. That's hetero. Okay. So come forth. Like your mouth come forth. Like wet wet. My ears are wet wet. My ears? How did you get ears from that? How did you get ears from that? That's a boy. I can't see that one. But let's see. What's the next one? Say my ears, right? I think what is this? My nose is she who provides over her lotus lips. My lips are armpit. This is the one that would say my lips are onto, right? My molars are Selcat. My incisors are Isis the goddess. This would say my molars are Selcat. You say this one says what? My incisors are like Aset the goddess. So they say this would be my incisors are like Aset. Give me 1 second. Let me see if anybody's actually in here listening. Right. So let me go back and keep talking. Right? So my arms are the ram, the Lord of okay. This would be my arms are the ram. Lord, let's just say Jedu. So that's this one here. The Lord of Jedu, right? My arms right? I'm not sure. Right. The Lord, right. My breast is neat, Lady of Stairs. Somehow this equates to breast. My back is Seth. Set. This one now. I could see this one. My back. Wait. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, wait, wait. Something here, right? My arms are the Lord of. My breast is neat, laid up. My back is set. My phallus is Osiris. Wait a minute. My back is set. I'm totally confused. Okay, I just got lost here. I totally got lost here. My back is set, my phallus is Osiris. I just got lost somewhere. I just got lost here. This is Osiris. Okay. This is my back is set. This is my phallus is Osiris. My muscles are the lords of Kiara. My chest is he who is greatly majestic. My belly and my spine are Setmet. My buttocks are the eye of Horus. My thighs and my calves are Nun. My feet are Ptah. My fingers are. My fingers will be this one. You see, that's Orion. I don't know where to get that from. My toes are living. There is no member of mine devoid of a God. And Jehuti is a protection for my flesh. Okay. The remainder of this chapter is found in the Theban recession. Rubric to chapter 25. Right. So let me go ahead. I'm going to play another song in between to break the monotony. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and go in on the video like I wanted to begin with. I like this one. So what you think of this one, man? This is a nice one too, man.
Worship of the light when he rises in the eastern horizon of the sky by the elder. The elder. Hail to you, Capri, the creator of the gods in his time. In his time. You rise and shine on the back of your mother, glorious king of the Ennids, king of the Ennids. King of the Ennids. Your mother nut shall use her arms on your behalf. Matt embraces you at all seasons. At all seasons. May you give power and might in vindication, coming forth as a living soul to see the rising heart. To the spirit of the servant, to the car of the elder, to the car of the elder.
Like, share, and subscribe to the platform, huh?
Rotating and unique,
Like, share, and subscribe to the
creator
platform.
of all mankind. Oh, southern, northern, western, and eastern and east, give praise to Re. Put some respect on the disrespect when the sovereign appear. Put some respect on the disrespect when the sovereign appear. Martin Thoth write daily in the hall of the two truth, judges of the sky and the earth, judges of the sky and the earth, who give food and provisions. Your serpent foe has been given over to the fire. The rebel serpent is fallen. His arms are bound tight. Re has taken away his movement, taken away his movements. The children of impotence are non-instant in the light, no longer in the light. Worship him in his goodly shape when he appears in the worship of the light when he rises in the eastern horizon of the sky by the elder. The elder. Hail to you, Capri, the creator of the gods in his time. In his time. You rise and shine on the back of your mother, glorious king of the Ennids, king of the Ennids. King of the Ennids. Your mother nut shall use her arms on your behalf. Matt embraces you at all seasons. At all seasons. May you give power and might in vindication, coming forth as a living soul to see the rising heart. To the spirit of the servant, to the car of the elder, to the car of the elder. Rotating and unique one, creator of all mankind. Oh, southern, northern, western, and eastern and east, give praise to Re. Put some respect on the disrespect when the sovereign appear. Put some respect on the disrespect when the sovereign appear. Martin Thoth write daily in the hall of the two true judges of the sky and the earth. Judges of
Yes, this is your boy, Brother Jose. We'll go back into what I was reading. Then I think I'm going to do a little review on the video. Oh, wow. The correct procedure in the hall of justice, one should utter this chapter pure and clean, and clad in white garments and sandals, painted with black eye paint, and anointed with myrrh. There shall be offered to him meat and poultry, incense, bread, beer, and herbs when you have put this written procedure on a clean floor of ochre overlaid with earth upon which no swine or small cattle have trodden. As for him who makes this writing, he shall flourish, and his children shall flourish. He shall not be in need, he shall be in the confidence of the king and his entourage, and there shall be given to him a shan's cake, a jar of beer, a person cake, and a portion of meat from upon the altar of the great nurture. He shall not be turned back from any gateway of the west, but shall be ushered in with the kings of Upper Egypt and the kings of Lower Egypt, and he shall be in the suite of Asar, a matter of million times true. Chapter for a jet pillar of gold. Raise yourself, O Osiris, place yourself on your side, that I may put water beneath you, and that I may bring you a jet pillar of gold, so that you may rejoice in it. Give me a second, because I don't I don't know. Translating text. All right. To be set over a golden jet pillar embellished with sycamore bast to be placed on the throat of the deceased on the day of interment. As for him of whose throat this amulet has been placed, he will be a worthy spirit who will be in this realm of the dead. On New Year's Day, like those who are in the suite of Osiris, a matter of a million times true. Chapter 4, a knock amulet. You have your blood, or a set. You have your power, or set. You have your magic, or set. The amulet protection for the great one who will drive away whoever will commit a crime against you. So, what? Huh. Okay, this is it here. The golden jet pillar. Right, this is it here. This is what this is translated. Yeah, so this is the golden jet pillar. Right here. Alright? Raise yourself outside, place yourself on the side, that I may put water underneath it, that I may bring your golden jet pillar to be set over golden jet pillar, embezzled with sycamore boots to be put right. Yeah, alright. This is a golden jet pillar. Right. Ready to be set. Right. Spoken of power to honor. Right? All rise all sides. Place yourself on the side. Right. You have your blood all set, or all set. You have your power all set. You have your magic all set. The amulet's protection for the great one, which you drive away if you ever commit the crime against it. This is talking about the golden jet pillar, speaking words of power to Anuli through a voice. Ah, yeah, man, 40 minutes in, 40 minutes in, 40 minutes in. So I'm gonna unshare this and I'm gonna go a little bit into this video and make some commentary on the video.
So that's all I'm saying. Why would you get upset because of that? That's all the Hebrews deal with is the Bible, 100%.
Okay, so like I
The
said,
Muslims deal with Islam, 100%. So when it comes to Kemetic teachers like Hassan Khan, Brother Jabari, Dr. Reggie, why they can't be 100% when it comes to Kemet? See,
So I
that
just
right
wanted
there is not fair when you be saying that.
okay, I get what you're saying too, brother. But the thing is number one, I'm not upset. Like I said, I think sometimes they come across as being disingenuous because the thing is, if here's my thing. Okay, when you hear the Israelite brothers talk and we talk about Israel, we talk about the time we kicked ass and we talk about the times we got our ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? We even bring up bad things that the Israelites done, good things also. But all I hear is when I hear Kemet, all I hear is, oh, we made this. We was the first to do this. We was the first to.
No. Let's be honest. We know that these Hebrew Israelites don't necessarily accept all the negative things in it. Samuel talks to them all the time about the rape, the mistreatment of women, the misogyny. And they don't accept that. They argue it down to the ground that the book doesn't say that. So this is the hypocrisy of these type of things that these guys are saying. You do not accept all the negative things in your book because we argue with you about them all the time. So let this continue so I can give more commentary.
To do that, but y'all not gonna talk about how y'all got y'all ass
But
kicked.
hold up, stop for 1 minute, Umar.
And how they enslaved their own African brothers. Like
Umar, 1 minute. You see what you just said? When we talk about the Hebrews, we talk about how we kicked their ass, how we did this. Show us in history, besides the Bible, where y'all kicked ass. Show me in history, because you are not them people 2,000 years ago, brother. Show us. See, that's what I mean by you playing with history. It's a game with y'all. You can't show it. You have no facts. You have no proof. All you got is what? A belief system to make you feel good. See, you go in the and you go in the Kemet, and you can see the armies and the fighting on the wall.
Right. Okay.
See, it's totally different.
All right. Here's okay. So since you want to throw that nuance in there, these niggas is not Kemet either. They not Kemet.
They'll tell you that. But they not Kemet. They don't say they are Kemet.
Second of all, they don't even have permission. Because here's the thing here. Just couldn't anybody be no Kemetic priest. You had to be of a specific stock to even become.
What you're talking about. Jabari will be in a minute.
You could not. You
can bring all that to him.
You could not be an outsider and just.
Into the kind of language the individuals using. This is what gets me mad, but you're using this kind of language, and then people are encouraging it. It's foolishness. They're really encouraging foolishness, man. They these guys are very inarticulate, and they get me upset. But I'm gonna stop acting crazy out here on the internet. I'm gonna do what I need to do. So let me fast forward this a little bit to see what's happening.
Baba Heru, that's the one that I was talking about. So
it's interesting that I asked you about Kemetic priest that you know, but you couldn't even remember his name.
Brother,
Whoa, boy, you playing fast and
if so many of y'all, but I mean, I did name some. I did name some. Come on now.
You couldn't even remember his name. I asked you how.
Sorry. Let me reshare that. Oh my God! Hey, give me a second. Wow, that's crazy. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, man. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Here we go, people. My bad. I got too excited, probably.
Asking you, name the Hebrew Israelites that you had dialogue with. I mean, you gonna name some, but you're gonna be like,
I give you a whole lot of them. I give you a lot of people I've had dialogue.
All right, brother. All right. So
is this the same thing? Would you like me to do that? I don't know if that's a.
I don't want to argue that. I don't want to argue that.
So then why didn't you just say it if you don't want to argue it?
So here's my point then, Jabari. Here's my point, brother. Here's my point. Let's just keep it simple and basic. Let's keep it simple and basic. Here's my thing. If you gonna say, if y'all brothers gonna say, well, the Israelite brothers, they just made that up. Who playing something? That's not them. They not of that people. Why do they take on that tradition? It's the same thing. The reason why.
Now, why are they making these assertions as if people who practice Kemetic spirituality are saying that they are from Kemet and we are from Kemet? No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying we're taking on a particular spiritual practice from Africa, which you have a right to do as an African. That doesn't mean that you're claiming to be from Kemet. That is not it. So let me go ahead and let this play for a little bit more, because right now I'm going on other people's platform. I'm going to stop doing it. I'm just going to start to do review videos and say what I feel to say. If they want to respond, let them respond. Because all this other stuff is just raising my blood pressure, is not doing anything. So let me say that I could probably do 2 video reviews a day for the next week. And we'll see how that helps build on my platform. So like, share, and subscribe to the platform, right?
You take on your belief and take on your as far as you being like a Kemetic priest or whatever. So this is my thing. Don't throw stones at us when you doing the same, when y'all brothers are doing the same thing. That's my only contention.
Did you hear me say that you can't be a Hebrew Israelite based on your ethnicity? Did you hear me say that?
Well, I'm not specifically talking about you, because
why did you address it to me?
Listen. That's why I said,
I
didn't say you. And then
you don't know what you're doing,
y'all brothers. I'm not included in y'all brothers. What? Wait a minute. What's happening here? What is happening?
I think I've heard you on occasion criticize Israelites too, Jabari. So come on, stop.
No, I've criticized plenty of Hebrew Israelites.
Exactly. So you know, brother, you know what I'm talking about. I can't.
What I'm saying is
ahead,
you're misrepresenting my entire all the comments I've made, and so that's why I'm asking you, what do you mean? How are you misrepresenting what I said? And then as soon as I say, "Did you hear me say that?" you dance away from it, brother. This is one of the reasons why I asked Sonetta to have you come on, because people type ridiculous things in the chat, and I think that you should know. You should know that if you type it in this community, one of the wonderful things about Sonetta's community is that you have access to people who have studied a wide array of topics for decades. You should have known that if you were going to say something ridiculous about me, that I might actually show up and ask you to justify what you've said. If you are a man and a brother, I would hope you would say at this point, I was misinformed. I made an error because everything that you said has not been clarified in our brief conversation.
Everything I've said has been clarified. It just wasn't clarified to your liking. And
okay, so why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead and better clarify it?
Number two, brother.
You have another question?
Number two, my main thing I wanted to address was things that you and Brother Larry talked about in y'all conversation. I didn't come up here to talk about the Hebrew is. I didn't come up here for that. I sat down here.
That's what I heard when I came in. That's all I'm doing is brother.
I know.
I'm just responding to what you said. Now you're saying you didn't come here to say it.
It's okay. It's okay. Because no, you asked the question.
You fall and hit your head.
You asked, brother. You asked two questions. No, do you have amnesia? Because
I asked two questions.
I never had to tell you. No, he's a Hebrew Israelite, and then you automatically went to two Hebrew Israelite questions, which I answered. I didn't run away. I answered. You may not like the answer, but I answered them. But like I said, I came up here because I just got done watching about a good hour and a half of you and Brother Larry sitting on a bench having a dialogue. So during when I was watching y'all having a dialogue on the bench, I was typing in the chat based upon your responses, the questions you asked him, his responses, and the questions that he asked.
Honestly, that's why I came on. I was surprised to hear what you were saying before I got on camera. I was surprised to hear what you were saying.
Because
I'm here based on what you
made
said.
It that. He made it that.
How did Saul make it? I heard you speaking. Saul wasn't speaking. You were.
Oh my God. Okay, let's look. Let's
go ahead. Ask your question.
Let's start over.
Or make your comment about what I was saying with Larry.
Ask some more questions, Omar. You got to know.
I'm here.
So this is what I particularly noticed with your dialogue with Brother Larry Jabari.
Please,
you kept saying, what did I put? You said you didn't use the you didn't say you didn't say it's sloppy what you were saying. You said it's not misleading. You put man, what was that word you used? I just had typed it up in the chat too right before you came in. Because he was asking questions, and then you kept saying that you didn't say it was misleading. You didn't say what you're saying is sloppy.
What was the question Larry asked him?
Put it like this. Larry kept saying, "I hear you, Jabari, but am I right?" And Jabari wouldn't answer if it was either right or wrong. He wouldn't answer that. All Jabari just kept saying is,
was he saying sloppy?
He said sloppy once, but it was an even better word that he used one time. Man, I put it in the chat.
What's the point though? So what? What is the point?
You think I said sloppy? Say sloppy. Okay, and I'll explain. Go ahead.
No, to basically to answer his questions, because Brother Larry was asking you yes or no questions, and you wouldn't. My thing is you wouldn't give a solid yes or no, and then kind of elaborate. You wouldn't do that. You kept saying.
Hold on, Omar. Hold on, Omar. Hey, Jabari, let me let you know who this brother is. He's a little nervous, but this is one of Captain Tazariak baby students, brother. He's one of Captain Tazariak baby students. He loved the captain. And so I just want to let you know who the brother is, man.
That's helpful. Let me say very
I'm not.
Really.
I'm not. Jabari, you should at least have Jabari, you should have enough integrity to ask me that and not to go off of what side. I see what side doing.
Well, I
and I am like, I'm not. No, because the reason why I'm not a student, because like I said, I am not an official UPK member.
Right.
I keep telling y'all that. But do I watch the videos? Do I watch the classes? Yes.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let me fast forward this a little bit, man. Let me fast forward this a little bit.
he studied with Baba Heru, fine. But Baba Heru said, speak to
Jabari
Jabari.
used to walk by me and he'd be like, "Oh, how you doing?" I'll be on the street. I'll be like, "Hey, Jabari."
Yeah, so I don't take no offense to what he said at all.
No,
I think it's fair.
Don't take. He can only know what he knows, right?
Yeah, he only knows what he knows.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't come up here claiming I knew this, I knew that, I demonstrated.
Okay.
Yeah, but then when I heard you going in with Uncle them, I was like, "Oh, okay." And then the other brother, the Nuwapian, what's the name? He used to be a Nuwapian.
Unc?
No, the brother you was arguing with.
Used to be
The
Nuwapian?
one you used to, the one that was.
Listen to me, man. I need to go and make a quick run here. So I'm probably gonna leave this on, and I'll be back.
No, I think his name come from the Nuwapic name, to be honest with you, but I don't know.
Oh man,
Sonetta, he might have said something that Unc was a Nuwapian, Sonetta. Is that true?
nah, Unc wasn't a Nuwapian.
Hey, stop wearing, man.
From the hard wind,
Nah.
you tried to get Unc to come on here and start cursing you out.
Well, if he wasn't a Nuwapian, because I can't say for a fact that he was
He was
considered in the
following
Nuwapian.
the information. He was about to become one, but then he found out.
Oh, he was about to, Jabari.
Yeah, but he never committed to it. He never committed.
You could easily say that I was going to join Ansar Allah before he started working. Kevin, I was aware of Dr. York's work. I had actually gone to a few of his lectures, like I said, back in the 80s. That's how I met him. I was a young person in those days. And, were it not for me going to college, perhaps I would have actually been involved with Ansar Allah.
Okay. So let me continue on that. In the post debate with the brother Dr. Inky, in the discussion we had, I was talking about things in the Shabakistan. I was talking about consciousness, because y'all were having a debate about what's literal, right?
Right.
And you went on I don't want to say a tirade. I think that you sincerely believe it and sincerely genuine about what you were saying. But you were saying something to the effect of, we must not look at these things from the ideology of Judeo-Christianity point of view, that these things aren't literal. And what I was saying is that there are literal aspects to it indeed, and that there are allegorical and metaphorical aspects, as you were saying, for sure too as well. I think you were being more absolute. So that, I would say, the second thing would be is what you're claiming is literal isn't African, it's Judeo-Christian. It's not. It's in Africa first. That would be the second one. We don't want this thing what happened when you and the brother Dr. Inky, where things is a little ambiguous with this, with what we're actually talking about.
Your statement was a little ambiguous because listen, the reality is I do believe that because of us being infected with the Western tradition, we do sometimes look to make things literal because that's what we're familiar with, right? So
Right.
Even when we're coming away from those traditions, we still look at those things that are ours from the same perspective. And that's simply, I told you was going to get on to come on here and tell you all. And that's simply because that's how we were trained, right? That's how we were socialized to look at things literally because that's what Christians do, right? That doesn't mean that everything is allegory. How can I say that? You said the Shabaka stone. Shabaka was a literal living person, right?
Oh, so right. Well, I'm not talking about Shabaka, but
but so of course there's some things that are historical and other things that are allegorical. And
so I see why you say it was ambiguous. I can agree. So what I mean by that is the concept of the creator.
The concept of the creator. Say a bit more about what you think I said that you disagreed with.
If there were actual, I remember one time I asked you in the pre-debate conversation with you and the brother Dr. Inky, and in that I asked you, who was Taharka praying to? Was he praying to an actual literal deity when he was praying to Amun Re? You said no. So that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Maybe that's a little more specific.
I would say that again. You
Right.
know, Amun
Okay,
Ra
there we
Amun Ra is a force in the universe. But when we say literal, I think that people may get the impression that a guy with a ram head.
Okay, let's be
actually-
clear. We're not talking about somebody with no ram heads.
Well, that's Amun Ra. Is Amun Ra not depicted with a ram head?
He's also depicted with human heads. He's also depicted with
Yeah.
a falcon head. You know, there's different aspects.
True. By the way, I'd
Yeah,
like for
we
you to
not-
tell me Amun Ra depicted with the falcon head. But
Oh,
clearly, I think
right. That's fair.
You generally don't see him depicted with the falcon head. But
No, no.
clearly, when you actually are talking about Amun Ra, I want to be clear that much of the description of Amun Ra, the discussion of Amun Ra, I would argue is allegorical. That there is no person that existed or entity that literally existed. I'm talking about literally that we could touch and feel and that was Amun Ra. Amun Ra is a force of the universe. And I think that if you read the Kemetic text extensively, you would be very clear that the Kemetic people thought that too. That they were not talking about.
All right, Harwin, I need you right now. You got Jabari. You've been saying this and that. What are you calling him out on, brother?
Jabari, was not clear.
He's trying to get to some of it, brothers.
Oh, I was on the phone. I was on the phone. I ain't hear it, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I just come off the phone with okay, man, let's get it cracking. Like,
Let me come back to you, Harwin. I have somebody else. He's a
Directly
bona
what
fide.
Harwin's talking about, though. I understand
Hold
directly
on,
what
hold
Harwin's
on.
saying.
Yo, Muhammad, you gotta hold on, brother.
Oh, is that Muhammad? I didn't know who was
Let me go to the bona fide Christian who Sekou had a battle with, and he feels that he beat Sekou down to the ground. I speak of none other than my man, Easy Band. Easy Bands, what you got?
Peace, brother. How are you?
Grievances you got with Jabari.
Shalom, Easy Band.
Peace and blessings to the panel. Peace and blessings to you, sir. Jabari, a legend in the community, man. It's a pleasure to actually talk to you for the first time. It's an honor, actually. So, but you still got to get got, man. So,
let's see if you can do it, brother. Go ahead.
All right. So maybe just let's have like a little introduction. So, what's your priesthood, and what does it continue after? So, what are you continuing? What priesthood tradition are you continuing?
I'm a priest of Ma'at, right?
Ma'at.
I'm a priest of Ma'at. I was actually, I guess you could say, raised, even though I was an adult when I joined, but I was first in the shrine of Ptah. And I do my best every day to attempt to, in some ways, replicate some of the things that practitioners in the ancient world did. I gave you the 3 standards. I'm not going to go through them again. But definitely that's one of the things that that I attempt to do. And I would truly hope that if someone miraculously was brought from ancient Kemet and was able to understand what I was doing, they would recognize what I was doing. It might not sound exactly the same. Obviously, we're talking in different languages and we're talking about something that's thousands of years later. But I would hope that they would recognize that there would be some semblance that they would be able to identify based on what I do in 2026.
I see. So it's just a reconstruction. Now you don't have any like ties that you stand by or hold to in terms of your African heritage. So is it like anybody from any background, you could be born in Norway and just say, you know what, let me start practicing or reconstructing these practices and become a priest? Is that something like?
Well, let me be really clear that I don't think that the Kemetic tradition is strictly for people of African descent. Mm-hmm. I don't think that if you are not a person that we would consider of African descent, that you could not be part of the Kemetic tradition. I do think it would be difficult for someone that is not African to do that. But I don't think that it means that it is absolutely impossible for someone who is not of the African community to actually be in the Kemetic tradition. Now, having said that, my shrine is 100% Black. You know what I mean? So I'm speaking hypothetically in that sense. I believe that people of African descent who are awakening and looking for their traditions and looking for their presence in the world, sometimes even prior to enslavement, have become inspired by perhaps one of the most important, one of the most powerful, one of the most influential traditions on the continent of Africa. And I'm going to say to you that Africans on the continent are also inspired by the things that occurred in ancient Kemet. And that's perhaps one of the ways that many of us found ourselves looking to replicate what these amazing ancient Africans were doing. That does not mean, however, that, I don't know if this is part of where you're going, but I'll say it quickly, and if it's not the direction, then it's fine. That does not mean that I am invalidating the fact that my family has recently been come from the West African section of the continent, right? I am also West African, right? I'm very clear about that. My name is Jabari Gamba Osaze. That's literally my legal name. That's that's not a name I just use online. That's my name, right? I changed it, as you probably know if you've been watching Sonetta for some time.
All right, hold on real quick. Let me shout out Immortal Dragon Review 4666. Thank you for the 15 donation. Appreciate that, brother. Harwin, this is not the smoke you had in question for Jabari. How is your Medu Neter study? Have you gone deeper into non-religious texts, stele, etc.? All right.
Tell Jabari to accept the debate and he'll find out.
Okay. All right, Easy Bands.
Now wait, let me say this, Sonetta. You should know I have debated lots of people on your channel. Right. I would even argue I've probably debated more people on your channel than anyone else on your channel, right?
Correct. Because you have
a problem debating anyone. Right. In order for me to have a debate, I need to feel that the topic is worthwhile, right?
Right, so right. I agree.
What we would debate, Harwin. So it's not like you're getting me here and I'm gonna say I'm gonna take that debate.
Oh no, that wasn't for you. That wasn't for you, Jabari. That was for the guy that wrote that comment.
Okay.
Yeah, but come up with
I came up with 2 topics. I gave him 2.
What's the topic?
Yeah, the first one was. Yeah, the first one was. We can rewind it. We can rewind this video.
The
first one immediately when I mentioned the first one, Sonetta stepped in and tried to save you. He said, "Don't do it, Jabari. He gonna show the map." So what I said was, I won't even that map won't even be.
What's the first one? Go ahead.
Tell me what they are. Here now.
Number one, is Nwapu something that is a made up ideology, or is it actually indigenous to Africa long before Dr. York? That was the first one.
Brother, even you backed away from that before I even spoke. You said, well, everything's made up. And I said, yes.
No. I didn't back away from that. What I said was, let me be more specific because everything is made up. And that's why I put Dr. York in there specifically. Is that something that was made up by Dr. York? And you said, yes, to your knowledge, it is. Right?
Much of what Dr. York was teaching is not something that you will find on the African continent prior to.
Great. That's the first one. That's number one.
And I want to say this to you, brother. This is the reason why I asked your age. Be very careful. I was watching Dr. York. If I can look at your face, I think you're a younger brother. I was watching Dr. York when your mom was still suckling you.
How old do you think I am?
Don't make me pull some stuff out that y'all ain't see. I have the scrolls. I showed one of them on Sonetta. This is a long time ago.
One of them when you were talking to Ramses York up here.
I did. I've seen that. I did. And that was just one of them.
Jabari, I seen it when y'all actually recorded that live. I watched it.
Okay. So what I was going to say to you is, I'm really aware of what he was teaching. And I want to really be clear. Fundamentally, much of what he was teaching is that he was the divine force that others should worship. Fundamentally, that was one of the things he was teaching. That is not the Kemetic tradition. That's not 0% Kemetic tradition.
That's not
something else.
That's not what he's teaching.
Okay, brother, if that's what you think.
All right. So what's the second one you asked?
If that's what you think.
His title was. I can tell you exactly what he's saying. He's not saying he's not. Let's be clear. what we're talking about is Nuwapu, the word and the culture. Let's be
Are
clear.
you saying that the word Nuwapu was something you could find on the African continent prior to?
For sure. This is why Sonetta jumped in and tried to save you. He said, don't do it, Jabbar. He gonna show this map. That's why he did that.
Okay.
Let's-
Now I want to say something to you. I want to say something to you very clear.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
first of all, I love my brother Sonetta, but I have been studying this longer than Sonetta too.
I know. That's why he
So
need
I
to stop
want to be
speaking.
really clear with you. If that's
Tell
your
Sada to stop
argument,
speaking for you.
listen, if that's your argument, you're in a car, drive to the lab. Go back to the lab to rework that one.
Okay, I love your confidence. So good. We should have
Drive to
number
the
one.
lab.
Great. We should have
I
number
know
one
that's
locked in.
expensive.
He
Make it
said
quick.
it's not on the African continent. Great. Love it. Gotcha. That's number one. Number two, and I'm talking about all of, we love Kemet, but I'm not just talking about specifically Kemet. I'm talking about like you said, all of Africa. Because I love all of Africa. I'm not pigeonholed. I love Kemet. Don't get it twisted. I know, but I love it because I know the origins come from African people. Let me be clear.
Right. Okay.
So when you said African continent, I love that you pinpointed that, and I'm glad that you're confident in it. I'm standing on what I said. I hope you're standing on what you're saying. Great. Got you. Number two, on the African continent, do people believe that some divine forces can take upon the bodies of what we call corporeal bodies? Right.
Do they think that they can take on
Physical
corporeal
form.
body?
Physical form.
I think on the African continent, people believe that forces can, on occasion, inhabit individuals. I do believe I can prove. I mean, clearly that happens on the African continent. I've traveled extensively on the African continent. I don't know if you have.
Yep.
But I have the video.
I'm glad you agree, Easy Man.
On YouTube. I'm talking about video that I've taken. So yes, there are people on the African continent that believe that these forces can inhabit people. That does not mean that person, for example, I'm gonna simplify this, and maybe it's too simple because then it might make you disagree. But I don't think that anyone would argue though that an individual is Amun-Ra. The individual might have been inhabited by the force of Amun-Ra, but they wouldn't say that person is Amun-Ra. They'd say that's Dwayne. Dwayne got inhabited by Amun-Ra, but they would still say that's Dwayne. You know what I mean? So there's a distinction. When I say that there are energies of the universe that are all powerful, these energies have created all things in the universe, right?
Okay.
And just can you say that a person has been inhabited by that energy? I think you could make that argument, but it's not the same as saying that Amun-Ra is a literal existing being. That's different.
So
I don't see the difference because energy is literal. Energy is inhabiting the body. These things must have some consciousness connected to it that has agency. For them to even recognize that this specific divine force is incarnating in them and speaking.
All right, come on, hurry up. We'll get back to you, Harwin. Harwin, we'll get back to you because I got.
That's two topics right there.
I didn't hear the second one.
I think that he's making a bit, from my perspective, a bit of a convoluted argument, but there may be something there that we could play with and find a substantive debate on.
Okay, we'll get to that. I'm meeting up with you, Jabari, tomorrow afternoon or something.
Yeah, you got to tell me when you're free. I'm gonna take you to lunch.
And Harwin, just hit me with some topics. Hit me with it in my email.
What you say?
Harwin should start with the topics.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Harwin.
Yeah. Harwin.
Topics, Harwin, in my email, so I can show Jabari tomorrow.
And then what we'll do is Sonetta will put us together and we'll try to work out a topic that is substantive.
And this is what I think.
Everybody will watch you get washed up, Harwin.
Okay, I hear you. But Jabari, if this is something you could agree on, I think this is fair. So we won't have that situation that happened with you and the brother, Dr. Inky. I think that
what I'm getting at, man. I'm tired of hearing you talk, Harvey.
What
you say about me, Harvey?
Hold on.
Just wait a minute. I'll deal with you later. Let the grown folks talk. Let the grown folks talk. Jabari.
Yeah, that's why I was actually talking. See,
hold on. Hold on.
That means you got Dunning-Kruger. We get it.
Harwin, go ahead, brother, please.
To Jabari, I think it would be fair so that situation of ambiguity won't happen to happen with you and the brother Dr. Inky. Right. I think that I should write an academic paper and then give it to you inside, and then you write an academic response so we know our clear arguments.
Can you write an academic paper?
Jabari,
No, it's not an insult. I'm actually asking. Not everyone can write an academic paper.
I'm also classically trained.
With Malachi York signed, name signed at the bottom of it.
My professor, Unc, show some decorum.
Don't worry about Unc, man. Just go with Jabari, man.
I'm still here for 45 minutes. Yo, listen to the
Show
numbers.
some decorum. You barely can read, brother. Listen. Yes, but Jabari, I can write an academic paper, and I have written papers graded by PhDs.
Oh, my man, just respond to Jabari, brother.
I'm talking to Jabari.
Okay.
I think it's not necessary for you to write an entire academic paper.
I would prefer that.
Okay,
It don't got to be super long.
But I want you to know. But I want you to know that if you're going to write a paper, it should take some time. Writing a paper isn't something that you do easily. I'm grading papers as we speak. I mean, it takes a little while. It would be easier for you to just clearly define the topic that you're discussing. We can do that via text or email.
No, this is better, Jabari. This is going to be better.
I don't know if it's going to be better.
Hold on, listen.
I've written.
Jabari, listen. We're going to do a back chat with me, you, and Harwin in the back privately, and I will record it. The conversation that we have. That's how we do that. And now we will have it on record.
I'm trying to help change the standard of how these things are. It should be more academic.
I think that what Sonetta is saying is what I'm saying. Because if he's going to write an academic paper, then that would require him to fully vet sources and cite them according to an accepted citation format. There's a difference between writing a paper, which would be fine, and writing an academic paper, which is a higher standard. I'm saying to you, an academic paper is not necessary for us to be able to have a debate.
What Harwin is doing is trying to take it to a professional level.
What I'm saying is I want this to be super professional. I want this to be academic, and it can be APA format or MLA format. You tell me which way you want me to write.
Brother, listen, you can do that. I'm just saying it would take longer for you to do that than for us to just work something out. If you want to do it, you can.
I want to change. I want to help. I want to help assist the whole standard of how we doing this on here.
Okay, but the paper will be in the topic that we already agreed to is what you're doing?
Yeah, it'll be going. Yeah, so I'm going to be giving my argument. It's going to be clear. You're going to see my argument in the paper.
Okay.
So therefore, there's no ambiguity.
Before you do that, by the way, I want to be really clear. Inky didn't have ambiguity. Inky did not have ambiguity. Inky was trying to do the flim flam.
I don't agree.
Inky was you can disagree or agree. That makes no difference. You weren't part of the conversations we had. So you could have an opinion, but your opinion could not be based on what occurred before the debate. I'm telling you, based on what occurred before the debate, Inky tried to do the flim flam. That's what he did. That's the reason why. That's the reason why when I told him that I recorded part of it, he got angry. You saw him get angry because then he would have realized you would have heard him say what I said he said.
And then Sa told you to play it and you never played it.
I never did because
he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do that.
The reality is that's
Sa, stop. Let me and Jabari talk. Stop doing that. Stop helping your man.
By the way, what Sonetta just said helps you. Are you listening to what he said? He agrees with you that I should have played it.
Yeah,
I know. I don't know why you think he's helping me. What he just said helps
because you. He's helping your excuse of why you didn't play. Because
he's not.
Sonetta disagreed. You could be capping.
Harwin. Sonetta disagreed with my stance and what I did. He disagreed with me.
Yes, he did.
He's not helping me.
No, what I'm saying is, understand what I'm saying.
Yo, Harwin, we got to move on. We got other people, and Easy Bands, Easy Band's want to finish, but let me get Unc in here. Unc ain't gonna be long. He just want to ask Harwin some questions, and that's it. All right, Unc, you got the floor.
I would like to say hello to the panel, to Jabari, and everybody else,
How
man.
How you doing?
And I
brother?
would like to say I'm so good. I'm doing good. I would like to
Breaking up, Unc.
yes, man, because y'all up there struggling.
You there, Unc? You're
All right,
breaking
I'm
up.
breaking up now.
No, you
No,
good.
I'm
here.
here. Sound clear at this
Is
moment.
it breaking up now?
You good.
Y'all can hear me now? Am I clear?
Yes, you good.
All right. I'm saying, let me get it out quick, because I'm about to hit a bad area. I'm saying I'm glad to be a functioning, non-believing atheist, because y'all up here struggling. You got the wild Christian asking Jabari if the Egyptians would recognize what the hell he was believing. The damn Egyptians would come through and say, I don't know what the hell Jabari talked about, because Jabari ain't speaking their language, right? Ain't sacrifice, don't know none of that. That's an African American thing Jabari's doing.
Yo, chill. One mic, man.
Come on. And then Harwin got a nerve to get up here as a Nuwapian, act like he gonna write an academic paper on a Sarnetta TV debate. You know something is crazy as hell at this point. So Harwin, how many times have I told you you are a Nuwapian? You do that. You belong to the organization. I've never belonged to that organization, right? And I'm saying I was on the fringes of it, going to the lectures. I admitted that, but I never was in it. As a matter of fact, the fact that you are still in it after this man has received 350 years for molesting children is incredible at this point. That you would continue to fix your lips and say you follow a monster like that, bro. So you don't need to be debating. You need to get shipped off to a hospital somewhere, bro. So I'm saying stop putting my name in that, bro, because it makes no sense right now. Nobody listening understands why you are a follower of Polite and a follower of Malachi York. Nobody understands that, bro. With you.
But do that take away from the information or his knowledge that he presented?
For me, I'm never participating with a person that won't admit that the person they follow molested babies, because molesting babies is a crime against humanity.
Yes, sir.
And it's a crime against our children. So I'm not doing it. Now, I'm not going to judge you based off of whether you do it or not. But then to be a knucklehead and say you're going to write an academic paper on a daggone debate is completely ridiculous and nuts. Academically trained. What? So why are you saying the things you say on a regular basis out your mouth if you're academically trained? Why are you a flying pseudo in the face of truth? Why is that? Academics don't say what you say ever. Jabari gonna beat the brakes off of you, bro. You are delusional and you are officially out of your mind.
Be easy on your brother. You don't love your brothers?
Hell no, I don't love him. Because he keep doing, after you tell a man something, look, after you explain something to a man as men,
Ain't no
we
love,
talk about it. And
I don't
after
like
you
these
do all that, Saul, hold on, Saul. After you talk to a man face to face, you say, bro, this how the situation was. I went to the bookstores, right? I never actually met Malachi York. I never shook his hand. I seen him live doing lectures, right? But I fundamentally dealt with a person called Brother Bun. I was always on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? We would help him in this bookstore, buy books and stuff. But we never was the people who didn't read all material, like Sheikh Andy Diop's, Dr. Ben, because my man Bun sold that stuff. As a matter of fact, Bun was an outcast because he sold those other books, not just Malachi York books. So I never was a person reading just Malachi York books. And I never thought the books wasn't crazy hauling like you.
You said Jabari gonna beat the brakes off of him? You ain't giving him no chance?
Man, he's a pseudo, bro. Anytime a person say they're gonna write an academic paper and they academically trained, right? Get out of here with that. Come on, man.
Am I lying?
No, bro, don't nobody know what you got. You just say it.
Let's be
Don't
clear.
nobody know. Like everybody else saying that.
Can I ask Uncle a question?
Let me
Listen, wait. As someone who has probably as much or more gray in his beard as I do, and this is just for men, y'all. Did you ever see any of the people that were with Malachi York in those days read anything other than his manuscripts?
That's it. That's all you was reading. I thought it back then to be the most ridiculous thing. That's all they read was that.
That's
Nothing else. Nothing else.
True.
Right. I never was that man like that.
That's the reason why I asked Harwin how old he was, because for those of us who were aware of him in the 80s, I'm sure Unc is talking about the 80s probably.
No, hell no. I'm talking about 2000.
Oh, you know, 2000. I mean, listen, in the 80s, that's what he was doing. And I was becoming someone who was becoming scholarly, right? I was a young person, but I was reading as much as I could. And I recognized that the people in that tradition weren't reading anything else. And that was strange to me then. And when I went to college, then I really said, okay, something's wrong.
Okay, hold on. Stop right there, Jabari. So how can a man...
Let me respond.
No, man, I'm finishing my point, man.
No, sir, you already stopped.
You talked for 2 hours. Let me finish my point. Goodness gracious, bro. You said enough. We heard you. Jabari, so did you hear what you just said? It's very germane to the conversation. Mm-hmm. You said you are academically trained, and you said you went to college. Pre-college, you seen the brothers Malachi York in it, right? Post-college, you
went out. You went out. Harwin, go quick.
I mean, sorry, how you gonna mute me? And it was my turn.
Everybody, go ahead.
Listen,
he muted me too, Harwin. It was Ank's turn to speak.
Yes, yeah, so you need to know that. So y'all don't know.
Jabari got some integrity. He just admitted it was my turn to speak.
That's not what I said.
Oh, you didn't?
I said it was Ank's turn to speak.
Yeah.
No, Ankh had stopped, and then
don't worry about that. Say what you gotta say quick.
We understand that's your man, Si. I know you don't want him to get
beat up. I'm muted Jabari, brother. That's what he was saying.
No, I'm talking about Ankh. I'm talking about Ankh when I say your man. Listen, to answer your question, Jabari, I'm 36 years old. I'm a 90s baby. Let me be clear. I was born in 1990.
Okay. All right. That means that you could not have followed what was happening
exactly
in the 1980s.
So let me respond to the...
You're a 96 baby. I had
90,
I was already
90.
96 is what you said, yeah.
96. No, 1990.
Oh, you're born in 1990.
1990. I said okay, I'm 36.
Gotcha. I was already enrolled at Cornell University when you
were. And you told me that you said Harwin in the post debate with Dr. Ink, you said Harwin, I probably been studying this longer than you've been born. I said you might be right. You know?
So no, might be right, or now could you acknowledge I was right?
I don't know when you was in college or not, so I don't care if you was or wasn't.
I entered Cornell in 1990.
There you go. So
and I was actually already studying when I got there. So that I met Malachi York before I went to college because he was in New York and I was in New York.
So let me be very clear. I went to Columbia College, Chicago. My mentor and former professor is Dr. Professor Robert Hansard. I have approximately 30 credits to finish my BA. I've said this multiple times, but this is the disingenuous nature of this devil Ankh. Because me and Ankh Jabari, you don't know this. This is all new to you. Like it's new to Sa. I've posted videos on my social media of me talking to my professor and me in class. And Ankh trying to act like he don't know I've showed him that before. That's point one. So yes, I have gone to college and I'm still have to finish college. That's a fact. Yes, I've written APA style papers, MLA style papers, all of that. Now, as far as Dr. York, I never met the man either. Never in my life. I never met him either. I never met him.
Like that means someone else.
Ankh said he never met him.
Okay.
I'm not responding to you. I'm responding to Ankh.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because he said he never met him. I never met him either.
No, I was saying I seen a man in person. I never say what's up, what's going on.
I heard you.
I seen him teach in person.
That's great. Good.
Yeah, but I got knocked off the screen. Let me finish my point. I got knocked off the screen.
No, you ain't finishing your point because you don't have the opportunity to talk.
No, man, I got
the opportunity to talk. You got up here lying.
All right. Being that both of y'all can't come to an agreement for which one going to speak, I'm going to Easy Bands. Easy Bands, you got the mic, brother. Easy Bands, you got the mic.
All
don't play games. Get to your questions real quick, brother.
All right, so we're going to go back because I was basically kind of interrogating Jabari on what he actually believes in, right? What he actually stands for, and I would like to get a better idea. You said you follow the priesthood of Ma'at, the cult of Ma'at, and so from what I get so far, it seems as though it's like a rolling. It's just like you're rolling the dice, basically. It's like a shot in the dark. It's like you're hoping you're hoping that what you believe in and what you teach and preach actually matches what these people would have done. But there's no way of actually really knowing, because there's no continuity, and there's nothing you can stand on and say, all right, this is a chain of transmission that I'm standing on, etc. Even when you look at a lot of the rituals, you find out that a lot of them are incomplete, right? In the archaeological record. You don't have an oral transmission of, like, so for instance, there's you will find rituals, right? But then there's something called an oral transmission that tells you how to perform these rituals, etc. So to me, it just seems like you're rolling the dice. Now, I want to get this clear. Do you actually believe in gods in terms of like these gods were real beings, and these beings are, or maybe are, literal? Do you believe in that as well? Or you have like an atheist position and you just do this kind of, I'm not sure what you actually believe in. Do you believe in
Jabari went out for a minute. He blinked out. So
you already know.
Nah,
you already know.
Let me respond to
Nah, man. Hey, Saw got knocked off the street.
Listen. The reason why I put, damn, now Harwood, now the reason why I did that to both of y'all, so Harwin and Unc won't say I'm taking sides. So I put both of y'all on black ice, and I just moved to Easy Band, so y'all can't say I'm taking sides.
So you don't remember I was talking when I was
remember, but y'all got to be men and say, you know what, I'm go back and let you go. But
So
y'all don't want to do that. No,
I
listen.
let him go, son. I didn't cut him off.
Hey, Sarnetta, I'm talking to you.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Jabari, you back?
Yes, can you hear me?
This is biased, man.
Yo, I need y'all to hold on. Jabari, you back?
Can you hear me? Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
but you got a black screen, Jabari.
I don't know why my screen. Hold on one second. I can fix that. Give me 1 sec.
All right.
I don't know why.
Hey, Sarnetta, you see how he get to talk when he come back on when he got knocked off?
Yeah.
You remember, okay, well, I got knocked off and I came back on.
Not agreed. Y'all both want to go. So if I let
that's
you
not,
go,
that's not what I'm saying, son.
Hold on. If I let you go, Harwin gonna accuse me of being biased. If I let Harwin go, you my man, you gonna be mad with me.
No,
so
that's not what I'm saying, bro. So don't Jabari get to talk when he come back on?
I just think it's fair that I can respond to what he said.
I'm not, Sarnetta, I'm talking to you, Sarnetta.
Now I'm gonna both respond, but I had Easy Band way before you, Easy Band. Hold on, listen.
Some fucking bullshit, yo.
Way before you, he was speaking, and I cut him off to let Harwin ask Jabari a question. See, that's what you don't know.
I do know that. I was here the whole time. I'm saying I got knocked off. And it's customary when a person get knocked off, when they come back up, they continue speaking, just like Jabari. That's all I was trying to say. It ain't for Harwin to say nothing. I was in the middle of talking and got knocked off the stream and came back on. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
how's that a debate? Darwin is a damn nut for that. Not me.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, Easy Bands.
Can I respond?
Yes.
I'm here, and I think I should be clear now, right?
Yeah, you clear. Did you hear his questions?
I did.
Go ahead.
It was so interesting. My system went out just when I was about to respond. I want to be clear that he says he thinks I'm rolling the dice. Yeah. And I want to be. The Kemetic people wrote extensively about their tradition, and so we read extensively about what they did and about their tradition. I've spent, it's really approaching 40 years. I'm getting old, Sarnetta. It's approaching 40 years that I've been trying to reconstruct the Kemetic tradition. And I'm not the only one. There are many of us that are reconstructing the Kemetic tradition and building communities around that reconstruction. And so I would assert that I am certainly not rolling the dice. And I would even say that if you're a Christian, you are in a weaker position. You're in a weaker position. Why? Because you have one text that you read. By the way, that text we know has been altered significantly in many places. We also know that text has sections of Kemetic texts that are within it verbatim, even though they speak ill of the Kemetic tradition, they stole text, right? And in addition to that, where is your oral transmission? Are you saying that you and Paul was your granddaddy's best friend? I mean, you're reading just like we're reading. Are you saying that your tradition goes through? I'm assuming you're not a Roman Catholic. Are you saying that your lane of transmission goes through Constantine and the Catholic tradition? Because if you really want to go on an oral transmission, you're going to have to own up to a lot of things that the Christian church did in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th century. You're going to have to deal with all those things. You're saying that that is you if you're saying that you are following some sort of oral tradition. So I think that you should recognize that you are throwing stones and you have a body made of glass. You're in a very dangerous position there, brother. By the way, Christians don't even read the texts that they're told not to read. How many of the texts have you read that are the texts that your tradition says you shouldn't read? Have you read the Kebra Nagast? I have, by the way. Have you read the Kebra Nagast? I have. You have?
I'm just thinking, what's this got to do with my question?
I'm answering your question. If you don't see that that's the answer to your question, brother, then I think that you are either not listening or not equipped to actually ask the question that you're asking.
Ooh.
The reality is, okay. You said I'm rolling the dice. I told you. And so what I'm saying to you very clearly is that the Kemetic tradition has a multiplicity of texts that you've never heard of that I have read. A multiplicity of texts. People in my shrine read the texts and talk about them. We do that regularly. We call it Sebaite reading. That's what we do.
Okay, so
right? There's a lot that has been written. There's a lot of material culture. I've actually taken 24 trips to the continent to actually see the material culture, to be in the temple, to do all of those things. Temples that are 4,000 and 5,000 years old. Are you able to do that as a Christian? And if you're saying that my tradition is invalid because there's, as you said, no oral tradition, in other words, you're saying that you got something from someone's mouth, who got it from someone's mouth, who got it from someone's mouth, and it went all the way down to you. Well, some of those people that you must have been speaking to or heard from have done some really messed up stuff. Are you prepared to say that is your lane of transmission? Is that what you're saying? And what about those books that you don't read? You said you read the Kebra Nagast. Yes?
No, I didn't say that. I haven't read that. No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, brother, you're a baby.
Jabari, I'm sorry, that was me. Harwin said that.
I probably know more about Christianity than you do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because you're not even reading the text. Cool. Listen, you're not even reading the text other than the ones that the Europeans said you should read. That's what you're doing.
Jabari,
you're not even rolling dice.
You see,
you don't even have dice in your hands. I mean,
you see what's going on?
What kind of question is that?
This is what happens all the time, man. When they start getting beat up, they won't even let you speak no more.
Yeah, beat up, right.
You just you're getting beat up by a baby.
Right.
I saw it.
Sure.
You didn't answer the question.
Beat up by a baby. All right, so listen.
Sure.
I asked you a simple question, and you went into this tirade and started.
No, you didn't ask me a simple question. You asked me a complex question. I responded with a complex answer. And let me say to you, brother, do you even know what the Kebra Nagast is?
Shifting the goalposts.
No, I'm not shifting the goalposts.
Answer the question, brother.
If you don't know what it is, how do you know I'm shifting the goalposts?
Yeah, y'all shifting that goalposts on. I see.
What is the Kebra Nagast there, Easy Bands?
Why don't we get back to what I'm
Easy Bands, stop. Answer the question, brother.
Don't help him.
Answer.
Why are you helping him, son? Why are you helping him, son?
He's not answering
Easy Bands question. How is he helping me by asking you? I've answered.
Because they don't got nothing to do with this question.
In fact, and you know, Unc, I know Unc, if you had Unc on the screen, he'd be laughing because he knows that what I'm saying has to do with the question. He says, start it up because it's fun. I know that about you, Unc. Now listen, what I'm saying is he said that I have no oral transmission. That's what he said.
I said several things, right? But two main questions. I said, I'm characterizing your priesthood, your cult that you do today, as basically
a cult.
Dice.
A cult?
Yeah, he said cult.
Okay.
I mean, that's one way to
Coat the
describe
almond.
it,
He
right?
right. He right. Dakota.
Yeah.
He don't mean a negative coat. He mean like Dakota almond.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
I'm just
So
saying.
listen,
You're seeing me take off the gloves because if he calls what I do a cult, now I'm gonna now.
Yeah, you gonna wild out. You gonna wild out.
Go ahead, Easy Bands. Continue.
So my point is that it's just a shot in the dark, basically, because you don't know what you're doing is legit. You don't even know if your understanding of what you're doing is legit. That's why I was trying to find out, what do you actually believe in, so that we can compare and we can see. And even if you have primary sources that you can point me to that actually prove that what you believe in is for real, that's what I'd like to see.
Well, brother,
Because
what I'm saying to
me,
you,
from what
okay,
I'm hearing, hold on,
yeah.
let me just finish.
Go ahead.
Because from what I'm hearing, right, you don't. I mean, a lot of the rituals are incomplete in the historical record. A lot of the pronunciations for the rituals, you don't know how to pronounce them. You don't know the vowels that were there. So a lot of the stuff that you're doing is just like, a shot in the dark. It's just like, and I don't know how you'd actually put, have a priesthood and invite people into this thing that you're just rolling the dice on.
Okay.
There's no continuation. There's no chain of transmission. None of that stuff.
You gotta take the gloves off, right? He on you.
Listen,
Yeah.
the only reason why I'm not going to say clap, clap, and hit him with the gloves is because he said, I heard him say, that he said, maybe you can point me to primary text. So when he says that, that tells me he's not aware of any of the primary text. So now I'm going to go back into a teacher mode rather than into a pugilist mode.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
I want you to understand, brother, that there are a multiplicity of primary texts. And you said that the rituals are incomplete. Can you tell me about one ritual that you have studied that is incomplete in the Kemetic tradition? What's incomplete?
Let me just find it. You want me to find
it?
You
have to find it? You're asking me a question that you have to now do research.
Yeah.
You already asked the question. Your question should wait a minute. Wait a minute. Your question should be based as the culmination of your research. You don't ask a question and then do the research. What I'm saying to you is that there are hundreds, I would even argue thousands, of pieces of literature for us to draw our tradition upon. There are a large number of them. And so when you say you don't have a line of transmission, what you are implying is that as a Christian, you can go back and draw a straight line from early Christians to you. I would argue to you that that is not true, number one. And if you did do that, that would mean that your line would go through the Church of Rome. Are you a Roman Catholic? Do you agree with the Roman Catholic Church?
Why don't you answer my questions, man?
I'm answering your question.
Oh, you're pushing the goalposts, man. You're doing
no, I'm not shifting. Listen, it seems like you have a few words that you use because you can't understand what I'm asking you. What I'm saying to you is you said that I'm rolling the dice because perhaps I don't, you even said this, perhaps I don't have primary text. I'm saying to you that there are thousands of primary texts and we read them all the time. That's what I'm saying to you. And I've said, if that is the standard you're using, you are not standing on firm ground because none of the things that you're judging me on can you do. And the other thing you have to say, here's another part of what you said. You said you don't know those vowels, so you can't speak those things. You're correct that some of the terms in ancient Kemet, that the language did not transcribe many of their, not all, but many of their vowel sounds. That is true, right? That is true. But if that is the standard you're holding me to, then that means as a Christian, you should speak Aramaic, you should speak Greek, you should speak Hebrew. And I know, brother, you don't speak any of those languages. So how in the world could you make that argument? You are making an argument on the weakest ground that you could stand. You're not even on quicksand. You're trying to walk like your savior on water and think that you're on firm ground. That's not, it's not working. You don't speak those languages. Do you speak Aramaic? Answer that yes or no question. Do you speak Aramaic?
I don't.
Do you speak Greek?
No.
Do you speak Hebrew?
You see, the difference is
Answer
that
the question, brother.
You
Answer
speak Hebrew.
Stop. Yo, sir, what's going on, man? Let me
You don't speak any other languages.
Here comes the protection squad, eh?
You don't speak. I don't need to protect me. You're in
So
trouble.
let's go. So
I've been hitting you with rights, lefts,
Nah,
hooks.
nah.
You're in trouble.
And now you're saying the referee is hitting you. He's so punch drunk that he thinks the referee is hitting him. That's what he thinks.
Hey, Jabari, you gotta forgive him for he know not what he do, brother.
So listen, Jabari, right? My point, what you're trying to run from, is that
What's the point I'm running from?
what you're doing, your whole priesthood, is just a guess, brother. And you're
Why is it a guess? Explain.
Because you're
Wait.
just guessing.
You're
Listen,
just
your
saying the
priesthood, let me
same
finish.
thing over and
Let me
over
finish.
again.
Yes, I am, because you
Explain
keep
that
running away
point.
from it. You
No,
keep running.
explain your point.
You keep running. So let me explain, right? What you're doing is just guesswork, right? And you're stringing along people and you're calling yourself a priest. Now I asked you, anybody can do what you're doing? You basically said, yeah. And all you're doing is just trying to put your version of an interpretation of a reconstruction of the past. Okay. Now, like I said, you're standing on weak ground because a lot of the practices, a lot of the temples were discontinued. There was no continuation of practices. There was no continuation of traditions. There was no, all the rituals that you're doing, you're just guessing, right? You don't even know how to perform them because a lot of performing requires oral traditions. Okay. Now you keep on going to the Christian side. We do have oral traditions. We do have creeds that go back to the earliest times. We do have the apostolic traditions that we follow that go back from the earliest times, brother. We're talking about over 2,000 years. So even if I ask you this, right, which time period of Kemet do you follow with your Shrine of Ma'at? Old Kingdom, new, like what are we talking about here?
I think that my tradition would be based on an analysis of all three of the major kingdoms, right? Some of the texts that we read are from the old. Listen, easy mans, you're not listening.
That's guesswork.
You
brother.
are not, listen to me. You're not listening.
Yeah.
You keep saying I'm rolling the dice. I'm telling you that we read the text. That's why you're not understanding what I'm saying, because you're not aware that the text exists. That's all. That's the reason why I'm not really going hard on you, because I think that there's some things you just don't know. And what I'm saying to you is, wait a minute. What I'm saying to you, I'm going to say it clearly again. What I'm saying to you is that there are many texts that you can read about the tradition, about the practices of the priests, about the practices of practitioners, many texts that describe, instead of typing, listen.
No, I was just writing down so I don't forget my question.
Listen, okay, that's good. But I want you to hear, because you're asking the same question, I'm answering it very clearly. So what we are doing is we read the text and attempt our best to reconstruct things that were done. Now, you are saying in order to complete a ceremony, you have to have an oral transmission. And I'm going to say to you, if you think that that's what you are doing, then where is your oral transmission in a language that you don't speak? You don't
That
speak
seems like a
any
debate
language
topic to me. That
are
seems like a
written.
debate topic to me.
I bet you I can read the Metanetter better than you can read Aramaic, Greek, Hebrew, all of those. I can read the Metanetter better than you can. Better you can read those other texts. You're listening to English translations, and you don't even know about the books that you don't know about. If you are an African Christian and you don't know what the Kebra Nagast is, your ancestors are embarrassed of you, and you don't even understand it. How do you not know what the Kebra Nagast is?
I know what it is, but I
What is it then? Tell us what it is, brother.
Isn't it the Ethiopian Holy Scriptures?
Okay, so then tell me about it.
That's what I told you. I haven't read it, but I know.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So can you admit that you have read less about Christianity than I have?
Brother, like, what are we doing here?
I'm very clear about what I'm doing. I'm asking you.
How do I know what you've read and what's that got to do? What's that got to do? Hold on.
Easy bands.
This
Easy
is
bands.
smoke and mirrors, right?
No,
What's
wait,
that got
wait,
to do
wait,
with
wait,
what I'm
wait.
talking about here, man?
Listen.
You keep trying to throw it back at me and talk about
I
Christianity.
want to be clear. I want to be clear.
Why don't you tell us? For instance, tell us this, right? What's the percentage? What's the percentage of primary evidence that you can show to back up your theology?
Stop.
What percentage of your theology is backed by primary
Listen,
evidence?
I want you to hear Easy Bands. Even if I answered that question, you would have no idea whether the answer was correct or not.
It's okay.
Because
Just answer.
listen, and you know
So
why?
we have it
You know
on
why?
record.
Hold on. You know why? Because in order to interrogate me, at the very least, you need to read some of the text. You don't have to be an adherent of the Kemetic tradition to read Kemetic text.
So
I'm not a Christian, and wait a minute. I'm not a Christian, and I read Christian sources all the time. I read Christian texts all the time. But how can you interrogate me about something and say that I am not actually doing something? First of all, you have no idea what I do. Not a clue. Not a clue. And second of all, on top of that, you also have never read the text. In order to say I'm not doing something correct, you would have to look at the text and say, look at what Jabari's doing. But you haven't done any of that.
Theology is backed by these primary
You
sources.
haven't done any of that.
What percentage of your
And
theology?
you know, I
is
also
backed by
noticed,
these
wait a
primary
minute. I also noticed something else that you did. You said we have apostolic teachings, and then you said, and creeds. You did not put those two words together. You know why you didn't? Because you think I don't know that you know your weakness. You were going to say we have apostolic creeds, but you interrupted the words because you know I would say, brother, you're using apostolic creeds. Where did they come from? The first of the apostolic creeds was written by who? That's a question, brother. If you cannot answer it, just exit.
What do you mean just exit? Why can't
exit,
you answer
because you're not prepared to have
why
this
don't you answer this?
conversation.
Why don't you answer this? Why
You're
don't you
not
answer this?
prepared to
What
have the
percentage?
conversation.
Don't worry about it. You're switching the goalposts. You're doing
Don't
the
worry
smoke
about
and mirrors thing. You're doing the smoke and
Brother,
mirrors thing.
I have never,
What percentage of your theology, brother?
I don't know
What percentage
why
of your
you would
theology is
assume.
backed by primary evidence, brother?
I have never.
What percentage of your
calculated-
theology?
I'm answering your question.
Hey,
I'm
man, stop
answering
trying
your
to
question.
run, bro.
I'm
Stop
answering
trying to
your
run.
question.
You said,
I'm
"Oh, you're
answering
trying
your
to-
question. I have never sat down and tried to calculate everything I did and applied a percentage. I couldn't even begin to answer that question.
That proves
But
my
what
point.
I can say to you,
Jabari.
how about you let me answer and then you speak? Be quiet
Hold on,
for a
it's-
second.
No,
What I want to say to you is that most of what I do, I'm saying it would be a high percentage. Most of what I do are things that you would actually see being done in ancient Kemet. Maybe that percentage is 80 to 90%. That's what I would argue, but I've never actually sat down and done a mathematic equation to figure it out. But I'm saying to you that as much as I study the ancient text and try my best to recreate what we've read, it's not just me. That's how I come to an analysis of what we should do. And I don't understand how you think that you can critique what I'm doing without knowing what I'm doing.
One last question.
Have
Do
you
believe
ever?
that
Wait a
God's
minute.
real?
No. There's no.
One last
No.
question,
I'm not finished.
and then
I'm not finished. Have you ever actually seen anything that I've done in my shrine?
No,
So how can you critique me?
because it falls into a category. It falls into a category of a modern Kemetic cult, bro.
Okay. And I'm going to say to
It
you.
doesn't. But let me ask
I'm
you
going
this.
to say to you. I'm going to say to you. Did you have communion when you last went to church?
When I last went to church, yeah.
So I'm going to say to you that you are a cannibal. That's what I'm going to say to you. Because if you are going to call me a cult member, I'm going to say that your savior is Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what I'm going to say.
All right, cool. That just
So
shows
if
how
you
feel
think
it.
you can swing,
But
just
let me ask you-
understand your arms are too short.
All
You
right,
cannot.
if that's the best you got, like, come on, man. Like,
Brother.
All right, hold on. All right, we're gonna move on. Hold on, Easy Bands. You dropped the ball, and this is no disrespect to my brother Sekou, but Jabari is not Sekou, brother, and that's no disrespect to Sekou. He's not Sekou. You got to go back to the lab, brother, and do a little more research, man, before you try to take on the Floyd Mayweather, man. You gotta do a little more research.
Can I say something to you, not to Easy Bands?
Yes.
It's just
Another, what
amazing
did
to
you
me
say?
that Christians are actually always arguing that they are standing on firm ground on their tradition. But the reality is the only things they read are the texts that were curated by the Church of Rome. And then they don't want to admit that. You don't read any of the texts that were popular primarily with African Christians. You don't want to read any of them. You have no curiosity about any of them. I'm not even talking about the modern stuff.
That is wild, Easy Benny.
And it's wild. It's wild. He said he's never read the. Listen, I'm going to tell you that the Church of Ethiopia, the Tewahedo Church, is nearly as old as the Church of Rome. But you had no interest in reading anything that they none.
Sekou, Sekou asked me. Hold on, Jabari. Sekou asked me, what did I say? This is what I said, brother Sekou. I said, no disrespect to Sekou, but this Jabari is not Sekou. That's what I said, brother.
Yeah, there was no need for that comparison, son.
All right, I apologize, Sekou. You know that.
I agree, Sekou. There was no need for that.
There was no need for that comparison because I consider Jabari as my teacher. He's my priest. So
right. Hey, Sekou, you're right. My bad. I shouldn't have used you as an example. But that's why I said no disrespect. You are definitely qualified. Let me move on over to my young God right quick. God Energy.
Wait, so I gotta dip out real quick. I gotta go. That's why I'm trying to hit you up.
Is that
I gotta dip out. I gotta dip out, Saul, real quick. Let me go. I gotta dip out.
If you gotta dip out, you gotta dip out. I'm not falling for that. I'm moving on over to my man God Energy. You got the floor, brother. Y'all really think y'all could get me with that nonsense?
He's fighting in the warehouse, yo. Get him out of there.
Yo, what's up, brother? God Energy, yo.
Hell no, in the warehouse. Man, you gotta leave him out.
All right, God Energy, I gotta get out of here, man. You got too much noise going on.
Pseudo, fighting against pseudo.
Maybe you're on speaker, God Energy. Maybe you're on speaker. There's a lot of echo.
All right, we can't get God Energy right now.
No, I don't know.
Good, my turn. You can get me. You can get me.
Go back. Hey, let me put Unc and Harwin on the screen. Y'all got to do paper.
I was talking to Jabari.
Y'all got to do the paper rock scissors.
No, you measured it up wrong. You're not being coherent, son. I said I was in the middle of speaking. And
no, I already heard that, brother. This is something totally.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's my way right now. It's my show.
Okay, well, I don't like your show. I don't like your way because it's not. So why did you allow Jabari?
Brother, no questions, brother. I do what I do, brother.
All right, I'm out of here, bro. I don't like the unfairness.
All right.
I think you treat Jabari. No problem.
I'm telling you, you and this brother.
No.
Heads or tails. I'm gonna throw a coin up.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to talk to this nigga, man. I'm not doing that. I was talking to Jabari.
No,
I was talking to Jabari.
If you listen to me, you know what I'm about to say. If you just listen, I'm going to flip a coin between you and Harwin to see who goes first. That's all I'm saying.
But you didn't flip a coin for Jabari, though.
Jabari is the champ. He's the Floyd Mayweather. Jabari don't get to flip a coin.
The reason why we're live is because I came on.
I'm always running like a crybaby. Now I can go to Harwin because I ran like he always do.
I wanted to hear the uncle thing because he got cut off while he was asking a question.
Yeah, I know that, but Harwin got cut off too a few times, and I always move to the next person. Everybody will tell you, when people get cut off, I always move to the next person. Am I right, Harwin?
You have to.
I've seen that multiple times. Yes, I've seen that.
You know, this is nothing different.
Yeah.
This is nothing different because I don't wait for it. When you get cut off, when you had bad services, that's it. But see, you, Jabari, you different. You get more, leeway. You the champ.
Say that so
because you're the champ, man. If they want these status, they got to defeat you, brother.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Let me see if any of my brothers still in here to come and have a discussion about this. But these guys just talking, never ever in the blasted life showed an actual text. They can't read an actual text. So herein lies my problem with all this jibber jabbering and back and forth foolishness. So the link is in the chat. Hopefully Chris or Tehuti can come in. Hopefully Chris or Tehuti can come in. This will go on for 2 hours, but I never go this long, eh? But I'm gonna let it play out because these guys out here jibber jabbering, attacking the brother. But when you're asking them to bring forth text, they can't do that. When you're asking them to bring forth text, they can't do that. But they argue you into a blasted coma. About what, I don't know. I don't even know if they know what they're arguing about. He was defending Christianity. And doing a poor job, as a matter of fact. So for this week, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do at least 2 of these response videos a day for a week. So it's good to see you, Chris. I dropped the link in the chat to see if I can get you in, but I don't know if you're still there or if you're gone. But I'm going to let this play a little bit more, and then I'll see if you're coming in.
And that's what Harwin's trying to do. Harwin, you got the floor, brother.
Yeah, put me up on the screen. I want Unc to see me.
Yo, stupid, man. You're a nut.
I want Unc to see me.
Yeah. Let me get out the glare. Hey, Unc.
Unc not here.
But he watching. And if he ain't watching now, he can come back and see it later. Make sure you show him. Unc, I got a wager for you. If I can't show Nuwaupu on the African continent like Jabari is proposing, how about this? If I show it, you can't come back on Sonetta TV ever again. And if I can't show it, I can't come back on here ever again. How about that? Because you attack. Hold on, Jabari. I don't mean to cut your wisdom. You attack my integrity as if you didn't know that I attended college, as if you didn't know, you haven't seen me in videos with my professor. A Nuwaupian showed me more love than just about anybody I ever met in my life. It ain't about what Dr. York did or may have did. I don't know. I wasn't there. This is what I do know. If he did do what he did, he deserved to be where he is. And if he's that type of weirdo, he deserved to be there. If he's another so-called black leader that has been framed, he don't deserve to be there. And both things are possible. I don't know what was happening. I wasn't there. Have nothing to do with me. My thing is the information. If I can't see it, and Jabari has a valid point. Anybody that ever questioned it has a valid question. Everybody should be able to be questioned about what they claim they believe or know. So, if you believe in him so much, if you have so much conviction, do something like a man for once in your life and stand on something you say. If I cannot show Nuwaupu in Africa, I cannot come back on Sonetta Show ever again. And if I do, you can't come back on her ever again. Sai, is that fair?
No.
No.
Can I ask a question about what you're saying, Arwin? Are you talking about finding?
Both of y'all gonna always be here, man. So stop it.
Are you talking about Nuwaupu?
He attacked my character.
Here's a question. I want to fine tune what you're asking, Arwin. Are you talking about finding Nuwaupu on the continent prior to Malachi York?
Yes, sir. We made that clear though. That's on record.
Okay. All right. I want to see you do it.
Hold up, Jabari. Here's the thing. What is
don't you help him?
I'm not helping him. I'm asking you a question.
Why is he
what is the spelling that you're talking about? Because I know people do different spellings, Jabari, and they say, well, that's the Nuwaupu, and that's what it means. So what is the spelling of Nuwapo on the map that you're talking about?
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
be clear. Let's be clear.
Spelling, brother. That's all I asked you, brother.
It's Nubawya, but that's irrelevant. Here's why. Because for it to actually be that, it have to have the same concept or similar semantics and definition. Is that fair, Jabari?
It is.
Okay, so let's not play the flim flam game, sir. Let's not do that.
I just wanted to ask you the spelling. That's all.
Okay, but that's one map, and that's cool. I don't even know why we talking about it now. I said what I said. Jabari accepted. Let's get it on.
I want to see you. I want to see you. I like to see you do that.
I know, and it'll be the first time in history. So, stop speaking on my name if you ain't gonna stand on what you say, fam. Stop coming up here saying stuff you can't substantiate. You do it all the time. You not about the information.
Call out.
You speak like you reading off a script from the Feds. Stop talking ignorant.
What?
Stop. Just stop,
I think you need to go through Unc before you get to Jabari.
No, we're not doing that. He ain't none of that. He tried to act like I don't know how to write an academic paper. Are you out your cotton picking mind?
Oh, cotton picking.
That's a good way to say it.
All right, Harwin. I gotta let my man up in here. He mad with me already. I know I'm gonna get the heat from him later on, but I gotta let my man get ahead and speak, man. You got the floor, brother.
Yep, I'm saying I got you. I'm gonna start treating you like you treat me, son. That I ain't mad at you, yo. I got you, bro. I gotta keep it even, yo. Gotta keep it fair.
Don't do that, man. We even.
No. You played it. First of all, let me show you what you do. Watch this. Hold on. I'm off of it. First of all, you Easy Bands was actually getting with Jabari, and you dove in. If he Mayweather, why you always gotta dive in and help? You never dive in and help me. See, I'm sitting there listening to the conversation, right? And I already know what Easy Bands is right on course, yo. But y'all dove in to save you. But Jabari spoke. That's the best debate going right now. See what I'm saying? See, let me finish my point. So
Easy Bands and Jabari, you said?
Yeah, nigga, because guess what the conversation would be? Do African Americans, watch this, have a tradition that's going all the way back to Kemet, that they can practice a fluent, coherent religion? See, everybody act like they didn't hear what that man said. That man, Jabari, made a fatal statement. That's what Jabari said. Let me finish. You saving him again. See how you gotta do it? See that? That's Mayweather though. When did Mayweather ever need help from the refs? When? He never did. Let me make my point. Did you hear what Jabari actually said? Jabari actually said, yeah, I read text from the old kingdom and the new kingdom. Jabari, no, that's not how it works. There's no one congenial communication from the old kingdom to the new kingdom. They spoke different dialects. It was no one.
I see what's going on here.
See, everybody really understand that though. Everybody really
going on here.
There is no one way to do nothing. No, I'm finishing my point, bro. You don't gotta help. I'm saying that's a great. Don't you think that's a great conversation for the community, though? Don't you think that's a great position for Jabari to actually defend? That'd be a good one right there, bro. Without no shade. Don't you think that?
Yo, you ain't see how Sekou beat the break?
No, that was a different conversation. Yo, that was a different conversation.
Let me respond.
Totally different conversation. Let me finish, Jabari, before you respond. I just think the community need to know about the Christianity traditions that the Easy Band is claiming is coming, where they got texts that they can read. And Jabari, the same thing, yo. That's a great ass conversation. If it's not a debate, it's a great conversation to have without you jumping in. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not quite.
Word.
Okay, I hear you.
And as for Harwin, hey, check this out, Harwin. You a damn pseudo. Ain't no word in your whopping nowhere. You flim-flamming. We already got you pegged, bro. So don't dive out the window with that nonsense. We already got it all worked together. You tripping right now. And all that. If Malachi, the nigga in jail for 300 years, ain't no if. He did it. Matter of fact, he admitted he did it. So who the hell are you to come on here and act like the man did not admit and plead guilty? You tripping right now. You all supporting a daggone pedophile, right? And all that fake college, I don't know what you did. Because I tell you what, when Jabari went to college, he came back and had enough sense to know that the Malachi York stuff was flim-flam. But you claim to go to college and come back and big up the foolery. It's not coherent, and it academically makes no sense. Nobody with academic credentials would ever say what the hell Malachi York was talking about was coherent and made some sense and wasn't pseudoscience. In my case, go find somebody else to play with, little boy.
Can I respond?
If I'm a little boy, take me up on my offer.
Oh. Can I respond?
You can't find no offer on what?
See, these guys just talking. I don't think they have any idea of what the text actually looks like. I don't think they've ever seen a Kemetic text in their life. I really don't believe that. They're just talking because they have a hole in the face, bro. That's why I think. I don't have no respect for nothing any of them have to say. I'm going to stay on my own platform and leave these Negroes where they are, and you're going to get 2 of these a day for the next week of Houthi. So tune in. The next one is going to be yours, for sure. You're going to get 2 of these a day for the next week of Houthi. So tune in. The next one is going to be yours. So look out for that one. But I got to review the telescopes and Kemi one first. Then we're going to do this new one. For sure. So give me a second. Let me throw some AI music in here to break up the monotony. And the link is in the chat, so you guys can definitely hit the link if you choose to. No scene. Let me throw some of my AI music in here, because people seem to like it. Like, share, and subscribe to the platform. Like, share, and subscribe to House of Consciousness as well, although I didn't put the link in the chat, which I should have. I apologize. Give me a second. Let me get the actual.
We teaching Kemet, hopefully reaching them, hopefully reaching them, man. We beseech them, man. We speeching them. We teaching Kemet, hopefully reaching them, hopefully reaching them, man. We beseech them, man. We speeching them. Listen to the ancestors, they speaking through me. Every word is a light, a divinity they seeking through.
Link in the chat. Link.
Seeking to the ancestors, they speaking through me. Breaking the chains of the old identity, they seeking through me. We teaching Kemet, hopefully reaching them, men. Guiding the youth from the lion's den. We beseech them, men. We speeching them. Writing the truth with a golden pen. We teaching Kemet, hopefully reaching them, men. Hear the wisdom that the Father sent. We beseech them, men. We speeching them to a righteous and a holy end. They speaking through me. Solomonic, the ancestors seeking through me.
So the link is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. So let me go back a little bit, do a little bit more of this, and get up out of here.
On what, little boy?
Oh, man.
I know. Put us back on the screen together for.
Get his chest out and getting we.
Their data is conjectural. The scholarly paper.
They took pieces from here and there and there and here, and they.
In New Kingdom, that those designations were created because something fundamentally different happened spiritually in Kemet. And I'm saying to you, one, that never happened. Their data is conjectural. The scholar.
But what my question now was to you was you're telling
of it. I suggest you take. And the people who have actually done the
words. I don't want to over philosophize. It was blessed.
And the paper was very sketchy as to whether they thought it happened.
It is sketchy. Yeah.
They're using modern forensics to say, instead they look at the teeth and say they think people got strangled. They showed you one little piece of poor documentation that they don't know what in the world it is. But they're making an argument that's within the sacrifice.
But even the papers will say that their data is conjectural.
So what I did here was I was asking him to show me any primary text that said what he's saying. And he couldn't do it. It was definitely very, very sketchy when they were talking about retainer sacrifice.
The scholarly papers will make that argument as well.
But they say that about everything.
I know that.
They say that about absolutely
everything.
Yes, they do.
Please
About
stop.
absolutely
Everything is conjectural.
Yep. A lot of the stuff that you find there is conjecture and suggestions.
Stop.
Yep.
Stop.
So then
You
what is
are
your
particularly ignorant, brother.
So you're talking like it's absolutes when it comes
So
to
show
Kemet, and
him.
we both know it's not.
You
Listen,
said that, not me. You
Brother
said that.
Jose asked a very simple question. Do you have a primary text that describes the ancient Kemetic people involving themselves in retainer sacrifice?
Of course he doesn't, because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
They base that. I'm pretty sure they base that on archaeological.
Now you're pretty
right?
sure.
That's not primary.
Now he's
You
pretty
don't know.
sure. Is that a scholarly term?
So
Pretty
listen.
sure?
Are you guys? So are you guys
Easy
now
man.
saying? Are you guys now saying that archaeological finds, right, is not evidence for a practice?
Okay.
I'm
You know what
telling
you're saying?
you that archaeological conjecture is not primary text, because there is no primary text for that.
But if we
They never showed you one in the paper. They didn't show you one.
archaeology itself is
Easy-
conjecture, man.
easy
Because you
man.
just all you
Easy
do is
man.
find
That's
ancient.
not what I
Listen,
said.
that's
It
the
is
thing.
not primary
Hold on,
text.
hold on.
Sanetter,
Hold
can
on,
you put us on the screen again for a second?
What I'm saying is, brother, you're being biased right now because majority of Egyptology depends.
Suggests that you have to actually kill people and bring their foreskins in order to get someone. Is anyone kicked out? I'd say that we get less.
But you run towards that white stuff. And
Brother,
I was
your work, and like I said,
Or re-narrate.
Of the mysterious sites of the dead. I want.
Well, people, that's the end of that. Oh, shit. So, I'm going to stop sharing that. That's the end of that, people. That's my view on that. They're just talking a bag of bullshit with no primary text. She asked a brother about a primary text for retainer sacrifice. He couldn't show it. But he's still arguing. So I'm coming with another review video later on. Have a blessed day, ladies and gentlemen.